Anthony White Jr. with our officials today. Tom O'Neill, 4 Final Fours. Don Daly, 7 tournaments. Gerald Pollard, his 12th NCAA tournament.
Point-blank alley-oop. Anthony White Jr. just missed it. The jitters still remain. Let's see if they can get him out in the next couple of minutes.
Screen by Jefferson, who now gets the ball out to Thornton. And they swing it out. Sulaimon.
Anyone defensively from Mercer because of that ability to get to his left hand.
Duke has won 12 of their last 15 regular season games coming out of the ACC.
Duke has been outstanding over the last several years despite losing each year. A mainstay. For Duke, very important. They're shooting 35% overall from the field, but they've got 6 offensive rebounds and 7 second chance points on those offensive rebounds. Now they've got 7 offensive rebounds.
Marshall Plumlee has come in for the first time for Duke.
Shooting poorly, but nevertheless, a second chance opportunity are keeping them tied.
Sometimes your best offense is an offensive rebound putback, or for Duke's sake, a 3-point opportunity.
Get another chance, you're right. Parker's on the side. Suleiman's up top with Cook. Plumlee the screen. Corsi with the bump. Shot clock is at 5. Sulaimon. Langston Hall back in, launching a 3.
I don't mind that, though. Hall's going to have to be a little bit stingy at the offensive end.
Can't leave that man.
Not walking
the wrong way.
Had him baseline.
Yeah,
he had him baseline.
Hood. Sulaimon.
Why not? Why not? His fifth together with one another. Anything is possible.
Yeah, the deciding factor was judgment.
What a huge move.
Sulaimon.
About time, he only had 3 rebounds. He's a much better rebounder, averages about 9 rebounds a game.
Hood posting on Warren. Another wide open look for 3, and there's the first one to go down for Duke, and it's...
You can go on the road and win a game at Pittsburgh, who is so tough defensively, and look out at that, put 41 on the board. That tells me they're one of the 36 best teams for an at-large berth.
Sulaimon was on 6'8" T.J. Warren.
Yeah, he'll take advantage of that. I'm trying to post him on the inside because he has that ability to invert.
Sulaimon, the floater.
Nice little drive by Sulaimon. He really knows his ability, too. His strengths, weaknesses. He has really analyzed himself exceptionally well.
Sulaimon tries to turn the corner, and he does.
Well, he turned the corner, but for the Big Ten.
Sulaimon really looking to penetrate and do damage here tonight. State staying in the 2-3 zone. Cook's feeling it from outside. This one short. Tap back out by Jefferson, and Cook runs it down.
Terrific play by Jefferson to give him a second opportunity.
Sulaimon pulls up from 16 and buries it.
But he's a big-time scorer. We've seen it this year.
13 in the first half, just 4 in the second half for Warren.
Had 36 in that game when they lost that heartbreaker on a dramatic play by Page, who had 35 for North Carolina.
Sulaimon driving again and hitting again. He's having a big afternoon now with out McDaniels. Tough shot. Rebound Duke.
That was similar to the shots we saw come off of J.J. McDaniels' hands last night, and that's not a positive.
Sulaimon coast to coast. 6th. They went from 5-13 in the league last year to 10-8 this year. Hood for 3. Marshall Plumlee in, keeps it alive. Sulaimon for 3. Yes.
Circumstances that he's under tonight.
Sulaimon off the inbounds, banks it home.
That was a shot that was in rhythm, though. He came off. He looked himself on that shot, where he hasn't looked like himself for a majority of this tournament.
Sulaimon right over Noko.
Trailing by 3, they had 4 3-point shot attempts. They had 2 2-point shot attempts. None of them could go down.
5 offensive rebounds on 1 possession, couldn't convert. Sulaimon just taking matters into his. For Carolina, they're only down by 6.
Marcus Page can really move his feet, staying in front of Sulaimon there.
Parker got it back.
North Carolina really extending on the perimeter, really matching up, trying to take away the threes for Duke.
Sulaimon quiet so far tonight. Knocks it down.
Nice little 12-footer by Sulaimon.
Right off that screen.
Got a great screen from McAdoo on that play. Can't seem to come up with stops here defensively.
Back to the zone. 1-2-2 after the made field goal.
Duke able to execute.
Tokedo will drop down from the middle to try to clog up that middle.
Watch Parker flash to the middle. He's going to flash right in the middle, want the ball.
Cook to Sulaimon. Boy, are they hot from beyond the arc in the second half.
Spins out of a double team to the corner. A wide open 3 is an air ball from Miles Overton. Here comes the no-brainer ACC Player of the Year, Jabari Parker. Off to Sulaimon for 3.
Chance opportunities. Wake Forest has been really good in the hustle point area tonight. Nice ball movement.
Sulaimon for 3. In, out, and right back in again.
Defensive rebounds as well.
Sulaimon along 2. Connects. Dead. Now Kavanaugh muscles his way to the goal. Too strong.
I thought Kavanaugh should have taken the first one. He can knock down that 15-foot elbow jump shot.
Hood to the corner to Sulaimon. His second 3 of the second half. The Blue Devils when Parker picked up his 4th and went to the bench. That was a crucial 2 minutes that Wake Forest took advantage of. Here's Sulaimon. Time winding down. Sulaimon will drive it and go for the easy 2. 1. Another block by Parker. And another assist. Sulaimon following.
Once you get behind that zone and guys are focused on the ball, it's really hard to keep track.
Touch pass to Hood. Parker's got another rebound. It's the 5th game in 10 days for Duke. Advantage that game at Castle. The college game day in town. Virginia Tech has scored 23 of the last 33 points in this game.
Nice job in the 2-3 zone, taking away a high post. But that's the risk. And that wasn't an aggressive move. That was kind of a get past the first guy and teardrop the second one.
One of the 2 guys for Syracuse for games on the line. Edison.
Fair dribbled it off his foot. Sulaimon got it. Open. Lob inside for Fair. Thornton hustles and saves.
Good defensive effort by Thornton.
Sulaimon
gets the deuce, but what a play by Thornton. He has that well. You know, I look at all the guys in foul trouble, and I've said this so often, I'll say it again. I think we got to go to 6 fouls for disqualification. Players are quicker, more active, more whistles, and too many guys sit in the pond. And we should go to a 30-second clock as well.
Still 10 to shoot. The crowd counting down the shot clock as Sulaimon rattles it home.
He's become such a valuable player early this year.
So they've missed the front end of a 1-and-1 each of the last 2 times down the court.
1 for 6. This major college basketball. I mean, this is North Carolina. And we're talking the elite.
Well, it also puts you in a position if you have a lead late in the game of opponents to play hack-a-heel.
Yeah, right. Hack-a-heel, I like that. Hack-a-shot, hack-a-heel.
Sulaimon gets the bounce on a strong dribble.
320 pounds, he's down to 290. He knows he's got to get even better than that, and he will. And I agree with you. You can't teach his touch of his hands and the strength of that body.
Sulaimon absorbs the bump from McDonald.
Stevens just into the game. That one goes crawling off the front end. Massachusetts has done a much better rebounding team over this last stretch, having to do it with 5 guys.
Right away, Rasheed
Also was playing a lot of minutes, so I think that's the most important thing at the end of the day.
Sulaimon past Hayward, and he's
Shaq Clear also on for Mark Turgeon. Sulaimon trying for the window. Nice touch for 2. Sulaimon running the point for Mike Krzyzewski. Hard drive, and he lays it up. Big blow by them. To the lane. Not there. And stolen away by Hood. On a sloppy pass. Parker picks it up. Here's Sulaimon's 3. Or a senior. Dragovic can't hit it. Here comes Hood. He has Jefferson with him. Knocked away. Good stop there by Hanlon. Sulaimon steps into it and banks it in for 3. That'll be number 3 on Dragovic. So he has to go to the bench here for BC. In for Rodney Hood, who started off hot, hitting his first 2 threes. Sulaimon gets a good look and drills the triple.
Well, he's got to stop screaming at the officials asking for fouls and just keep doing work.
All 7 of Wake's points have come from his sophomore. An ugly start for Duke. 3 turnovers here in the first 3 minutes. Sulaimon off the glass.
Necessarily a penetrator like Miller McIntyre, but he's a guy that rarely turns it over. That's his first turnover in 10 ACC ball games. And that's an awful lot. I mean, a lot of minutes not to turn the ball over. There's the zone right there, a little matchup action. Duke will play into the zone's hands if they take quick shots.
Sulaimon with a chance for a 3-point. They've been there for Duke.
Williams obviously hadn't really handled the ball the way we would have expected.
Lackadaisical pass and a run out for with the advent of Syracuse obviously joining the league in their zone has slowed down a lot of guys, a lot of teams.
And Pittsburgh is just scrappy D.
Sulaimon has enough.
He's been an impact type of dandy. That was the concern of Syracuse. What will we do on the perimeter this year? There's their answer.
Marshall Plumlee into the game, gets a touch, kicks it out. Sulaimon gets a good look and knocks it down.
There's really some quality players here. This is big time, my friend. This is big time. This is stealing money. This is stealing money. Don't tell my boss, John Wildhack, who, by the way, is a graduate of Syracuse. Slide into that foul line area. They're waiting for you, Mr. Jefferson.
No looks for Dawkins here in the second half.
Well, they identify. They find him right away.
Jefferson, Sulaimon, got it.
Wide open again. And then it was Ennis time. Ennis time.
A freshman.
He's not a freshman as a player.
Wow.
As that zone, a little more bounce in the step.
Still a 1-possession game. Final minutes. Sulaimon ties it.
He got fouled.
He got fouled.
You're going to try to move full court pressure without fouling. But you want to take some time off the clock for them.
Sulaimon.
That's the look.
I mean, the strong opponents that they played were Texas Tech, Stanford. It's not a murderer's row.
Yeah, Stanford's their best win. Stanford and Clemson here. They played Stanford up in New York.
Jefferson out for a corner 3.
And it's not there. Got it back. Dawkins in and out. Another offensive rebound. Jefferson this time. They're just killing them on that. And the jumper good by.
In 2 at 7 in the SEC. Number 6 Florida against Alabama. And then at 9 the top team in the nation takes the court. Pac-12 battle as Arizona meets Colorado. Thursday night showcase doubleheader on ESPN2 tomorrow night. Also live on Watch ESPN.
Gotta love that backcourt for Arizona. McConnell and Johnson, they are terrific.
Sulaimon, a little old school from three himself. And as a team, Miami is 1 of 9 from three-point range.
One thing, really struggling shooting the ball from the perimeter.
Sulaimon, rainbow jumper, goes down. Sulaimon on the drive. Oh, finishes with the left hand.
11-6, 1-3, number 9 in the ACC, Bill Duke, as we welcome the rest of the country here to Durham. 2-2, 7th, uncharacteristically in the ACC. Game all over the floor for Jabari Parker. Washington inside, can't get it to go. It's picked up by Jefferson. Players on the wings.
Look at this spread.
Thornton. Oh, he's lassoed 8. He's nearing a double-double. He's had 4. Jabari Parker's had 4 double-doubles this season already. 6.5 to go.
This is when they toy with you.
Sulaimon.
Wow. Beach outside.
Ever. 39 points. 99-60. It was here back in 1967. Late January.
Now, you mentioned those big names. I was at Arizona the other night, and they are really impressive. In the next couple of months, a lot of these teams are going to get better as well. Duke being one of them. Mentioned Kansas coming along a little bit in their conference.
How do you like their freshman at Arizona? Good.
Oh, special. Yeah. Great motor. Never stops.
Sulaimon.
Plumlee with a nice screen.
From Parentes makes it 8-2.
Well, just getting the ball inside, then a cut to the basket opened things up. And maybe that'll calm Virginia down a little bit on the offensive. First few possessions, Janine, I think Virginia's done a really good job of it. They've just got to finish plays.
Dawkins missed a runner.
Now, this is not really a game that's going to be decided on forcing a lot of turnovers. I think Duke feels like if they can force Virginia a little further out on the floor, it gives them an advantage. That they want. And that was not the kind of shot that Tony Bennett wants off of one pass, and it allowed Duke to get out a bit in transition and force Virginia to scramble back.
Strong move to the bucket. Could be a National Player of the Year candidate. Will play tonight for Iowa State, injured late in their win, the loss rather, at Oklahoma on Saturday. He's going to be a game-time decision with that ankle injury.
He transferred into Iowa State from Marshall, where he played for Tom Harrion, who was a former assistant to Pete Dillingham at Virginia. And Kane is having a terrific season. He's doing everything for Fred Hoiberg.
Sulaimon for 3. Gill, blocked by Plumlee. Battling back is Plumlee from foot surgery. Here's a long 2.
But that's one of those where the guy that's first to the floor is going to win possession of the ball. Now, Duke happened to have the arrow.
They just finished point by what Coach K was saying. He likes that they're trying to clean up the game. He said it doesn't need to go all the way to prohibition, which I thought was an interesting description. Thought it had gone a little bit too far in trying to clean up some of the physical stuff. Nearly midway through the second half. Shot clock at 5. And another 3 for Rasheed Sulaimon.
They run a little baseline runner, flare opposite.
Hood got a good look. Well short, might have been tipped. Sulaimon for 3. Got the bounce.
And right now, Georgia Tech's kind of gone small a little bit with forwards, small forwards out there along with Daniel Miller.
Yeah, at this spot, they've got Quentin Stevens now, who's 6'8" at the 4 spot, but he only weighs 184 pounds. Quinn Cook left his feet, nearly turned it over. Shot clock at 1. Sulaimon off balance. Friendly touch for Rasheed.
With this added pressure, you know, that's a lot of weight on the young man's back. And, sometimes they might collapse a little bit under it, and rest might be what they need. And, again, take them.
Miller into double figures.
What's gotten into the big fella? 5 of 5 from the field. Making smart decisions, not rushing. Using his length to his advantage.
Sulaimon threat today. He's already matched his season average of 10 points.
And that's his second miss here in the second half, 0 for 2. And you'd like to see him maybe a foot closer to the basket. Utilize his length.
Sulaimon with confidence.
From Kenton, Ohio. Transfer from Michigan State. And really stepping forward for the Fighting Irish.
11-3 run for the Irish. The crowd finally getting into it. And what a big...
Working against Jefferson. Forced it up wildly. Couldn't get it to go. Thornton's got it for the Blue Devils. Sulaimon goes baseline and banks it in.
I tell you, I actually played for Brian Winter's dad in Denver. He was one of my assistant coaches out there, and Brian was a little bitty guy way back then. He's got quite grown quite a bit since.
Yeah, he's not small anymore at 6'7", 220. Sulaimon down the lane. That's a tough shot.
But that's his game. I'm sure Dad is down in Charlotte proud to see that.
Missed the first month with the knee injury. Starting to ease back. Really, this entire roster finally getting to full strength.
And that's one of the reasons, you talk about their 7-6 record is Sulaimon gets involved a lot growing up in high school on the AAU circuit, so of course he's used to playing with talent.
Good credit to Jones for scrambling for the lead. That's Davidson. How about this up and under? A little too strong from Talley, and Duke comes away with it. Here's Sulaimon again, straight to the hole, gets the foul, and the basket. Ward with the throwdown. Well, that takes at least a little wind out of the Duke Blue Devil sets. Sulaimon, just a little.
This UCLA team, Steve Alford's taking advantage of their athleticism and utilizing them properly to play in transition.
They are not ranked right now, looking for that first signature win and hoping tonight's the night. They can get it into single digits on this trip. And Alford will miss the runner.
And nobody back, no defensive balance.
Ball in his hands so much more this year, obviously, with the departure of Larry to the second, and Anderson's in such a comfort zone this year.
Well, the ball should be in his hands. There's no doubt about it.
Duke taking the air out of the ball a little bit here.
So they do this usually when you get down to this part of the game. Spread the court with great spacing. Force almost a foul.
Nearly stolen.
Put it on the floor and get to the basket.
Gabe York is into the game now for Arizona as well. He's having a terrific season this year. Quick shot for Sulaimon.
Waiting for the announcement for a player.
1 point lead, Duke.
Good defensive effort right here on the perimeter.
Sulaimon go away from the screen and a spin.
Campbell went on a one-man run last night against Norfolk State, right when they needed it.
Sulaimon goes baseline. His little floater is good.
That all of the time that young man is going to spend in individual defensive breakdown drills with Jeff Capel, having to do the scout, all of those things have real value to Jabari Parker and anyone else who aspires to the next level.
Sulaimon with the crossover, got some space.
All screen. It's just not the defender on the ball and the screener. On that possession, Sulaimon needed to come from the wing all the way down to take the offensive player off of that left block.
Oh, nice up and under by the sophomore Rasheed. Duke football program 7-2. They're expecting a near sellout crowd tomorrow.
Coach Cutliff, amazing job.
Sulaimon.
He starts rising. They may they get good news. Either one of these programs on Friday, 4 o'clock. Two great high school players. The #1 in the country right here from Chicago, Okafor, and Tyus Jones of Minnesota going to make an announcement on ESPNU.
Rasheed
is too quick.
Sulaimon, he's had a quiet night.
There's the
hurt down. It's a point game. Sulaimon the drive. Banks it home and a foul.
For Mr. Wiggins, 51-31, his debut with the stump.
Meanwhile, Wiggins has 4. Parker has 4. Sulaimon with a turnaround, and the game is tied.
Not really skilled offensively, but he showed a nice move there to the basket.
Good defense by Traylor there. Now the drive by Sulaimon. Yes!
They haven't been able to contain.
6 years in the NBA. He has 2 uncles who played in the NFL. The pull-up pop, nice sweet touch there. Back iron too strong. Roney off target. Sulaimon battling for that. Here's Thornton. Parker with a quick step. Nice swing up top for Sulaimon, and he got it. Three-pointer.
That is going to be athletic and pressure and try to be like the vintage Duke teams that scare you a little bit with their defense. Once they get there, you've got to be able to use the deck wisely. Good drive.
Jump shot, long one from Sulaimon. You knew that was coming. 67-48. Sulaimon. Tough drive to his right. And the whistle as well. Run of 30 wins. They did it again last season. 30-6. They went 14-4 in the ACC. Nice touch there by Sulaimon.
My goodness gracious. Jabari Parker, I don't have any doubt in my mind that SportsCenter Top 10 is going to include this young man before it's all said and done tonight.
Sulaimon's wide open and rattling the three.
Over the outstretched arm of Alex Murphy. It's your point guard making a play there down low. Duke will likely look 2 for 1, and Sulaimon fires.